Woohoo! Hello, hello, my friends. It's me, Kae Pea. I'm here in my studio, the Moon and the Maker, home of ArtFoamies. I'm here for ArtFoamies Fun Friday, and it is a very fun Friday, I might add. I want to welcome my friends, Krabby Abby, Renee, Megan, Karen, Pamela, Catherine. Oh my, I'm not going to read the comments. I'm just saying hi. Lydia, Jody. Oh my gosh, we have a great group. Lee, Amy, who else? Jean, Ellen, Karen, Angela, Patty, Phyllis. If I miss anybody, I'm sorry. Willa! It's our special guest, Willa Wanders. You probably already know her. And we are here to introduce to you her new collection, which we're super excited about. And we have funny stories. And Jenny is here. Oh my gosh, Ginger. And that's all I see so far. I'm going to just chat with you for a while. Not a while, but a minute or so. And give other people a chance to find us before we launch into everything. So I'm so happy that Willa could be here tonight. And you all know that Willa Wanders, Wendy Salgonic, is the head mistress and the main mojo magic maker over at Fodder School. And you know, we were just talking the other day, and I cannot believe this, but Fodder School 4 is like, when I think it's when is it ending again? Now my brain is not working as usual, but I know, I can't believe that Fodder School, I mean, it's not like ending really soon, but it, you know, like a lot of it's over, and they're already working on Fodder School 5, which is crazy. Anyway, I want to continue to say hello, Evelyn, Janet, Kristen, Lynn, you made it. Yay, I'm so happy. No, we just started, Lynn, at 4 o'clock. The 39 minutes was when we set up when we sent out the link. Okay, so you did not miss anything. We're just saying our hellos. So welcome to Lynn, Anna Lee, D. Ray, Pancake, and Lulu. Yeah, so congratulations to us and also to Willa Wanders at Fodder School for an amazing collaboration, if I do say so myself. Okay, Willa and I started working together. Oh my gosh, it's been over a year now, right? And it has, I have to say, been really wonderful. Just I feel we work so well together. We just I think we both have sort of crazy brain together. We get each other. We have some wonderful conversations, great collaborating, because she, of course, as you know, has such an amazing eye for, all the mixed media goodness. A great, what's the word? A great offering of teachers and instructors for Fodder School, the best of the best. And the artwork is just always supreme. So every artist that we have worked with from Fodder School has been amazing. It has just gone out, I think, pretty much gone off without a hitch. They have all been a hit. And I am so excited that Willa had agreed to be here or to do this collection. And I have a funny story about it. I think I am going to turn the camera around so you don't have to keep looking at me. And I'm going to show you some samples. I'm going to show you the ArtFoamies, and I'm going to tell you all about it. Okay, so hang around for some fun. And we're going to get makey. We're going to have the numbers game. So don't leave. Okay, let me see if anybody else is here. Yes. Oh my gosh, Willa Wanders. She says Fodder School is almost done being produced. I'm already thinking about who will teach in Fodder School 6. Oh my goodness. Brianna, welcome. Thanks for coming. So Lynn, probably because of time difference, honey, I am Central Time. Okay, so don't worry. And you didn't miss anything. Yes. All right, I'm going to turn this camera around, and we're going to talk about these amazing ArtFoamies. And I'm going to tell you how I wormed them out of her. Oh my gosh. Okay. So I have to tell you the story. Okay. And I'm just going to, what I'll do, while I'm talking is I'll just show you the imagery a little bit. And then, you'll have to just laugh. And well, first of all, just the fact that we're here tonight, I completely messed this up. I want you to know her launch was not supposed to be until June 20th. I do not know why I had June 10th in my head all the whole week. And I was thinking it was Wednesday on Monday. For some reason, I just want it to be Wednesday because we were supposed to have this launch on June 20th. I had it written down everywhere. And what did I do? I got everything ready and went ahead and sent out the newsletter and got a message from her this morning saying, I thought it was next week. Oh my gosh. Luckily, she was so kind and gracious and wonderful about it. And doesn't seem to be mad at me at all. So we're just here a week early. And I also put the 10th on everything, even though it's clearly the 13th. Anyway, so let me take a breath and a drink of water, and I'm going to launch right into my story about the first time that Wendy, Willa Wanders, and I spoke on the phone. When I first approached her about doing a fodder school collaboration, I was honestly thinking that she, Willa Wanders, would be doing a collection. Well, Willa is very much a promoter of other people. She is a person that connects other people. So she was like, no, I'm not going to do any art foamies, at least not right now. I don't want to think about that. I want to think about my teachers. I want to think about offering our fodder school instructors the opportunity to work with you and to create their own line of art foamies that can also, maybe go along with some of their lessons or their aesthetic and things like that. So working with Willow was pretty much off the table from the beginning. And that was okay because she, of course, we got Suzanne Randers. Oh my gosh. We got Angela Kennedy. We got Jack Ravi. We got Yetunde Rodriguez. We got, who else am I missing? Lisa Young. Oh my gosh. So who can complain about that, right? So anyway, as time was going by, I was, of course, seeing Wendy's amazing, amazing artwork, okay? But she is very humble. I mean, don't get me wrong. She's not fake. Nothing about her's fake, but she is humble, and she's always like, I just don't know what would make good art foamies. But I'm like, you know what? I do. So I was always asking, and she was always like, well, maybe. So then I have to tell you, I have to tell you, so I'm talking to Willa Wanders, and I said, I have to tell you the story about my grandma. I said, you remind me of my grandma. And that got her attention right away. She's like, huh? And I said, yeah, my grandma and my grandpa were never married. My grandpa asked my grandma to marry him multiple times, and she always said no. And so finally, I think he asked her one last time, and he said, if I ask you again, I'm never going to ask you again. And she said no. And he never asked her again, and they never got married. And I think she was kind of mad about that, if you want to know the truth. But that's my grandma, not Willa. But anyway, so I told her the story. I go, I'm not going to ask you to make art foamies anymore because I don't, it's not that I'm being rude. But I don't want to bug you if you don't want to do art foamies. She goes, no, keep asking. And then, so finally, I think about maybe a month or two later, I said, oh, the eyes. The eyes have it. Let's do the eyes. And really, it was kind of along with the same time she was doing these amazing flowers. So she said, yeah, eyes and flowers have it. And they are sort of, yes, some are flowers, and I'm using air quotes, but they're very abstract-y, fun, whimsical, and yet not overly cute. Do you know what I mean? So just the right touch. So let me just introduce to you Willa's Garden in the large size. Okay, now this is not a set. These are individual stamps. And there's 5 of the sort of abstract flowers and circles, if you will, okay, which also, of course, make fantastic flowers. I'm going to get my little ruler here and tell you the sizes and show you the art foamies. So this one is about 3.5 approximately. It's not perfectly symmetrically round, so it's about 3.5 by 3.25. This one is about 3 inches around. This one's the same circumference here, so about 3 inches, but then it has the little stem, so we're looking at about 5 inches tall. Yes, Willa says, I have to really feel something to promote it. I can't fake it. You know, I feel you on that. And that is why it is such a pleasure and honor to work with so many amazing artists that I love, love, love all their art foamies. And they're, you know, even the really different ones. And I, you know, I won't lie to you. Sometimes they are more difficult for me to think of things to be creative with, because, and it really pushes me. But it is one thing I love about working with so many different, you know, artists' imagery. So this one's a little larger, little, still about 5 inches tall, okay, but the circumference is a little over 3 inches around. And this one about the same, little under 5 inches, and then about 2 3/4 around on this one. So aren't they so cute, separate and together? And what I love too is that you can make them like a little bit more whimsical, more serious, whatever. So that is the 5 larger sizes, and here's the actual art foamies. You can see those. Okay, again, those are individual. The next one is the Evil Eye Protection Set, and I am in love with it. It's so good. These just, you can use them for so many things. I love them with the Hamsa hand or just an open hand. You know, I have a couple art foamies that work really well with them. These hands, Megan Quinlan also has a great hand stencil as well. These also go with all the flowers, and of course you can make your own. I've also been having a great time making stickers, so you know the list is just quite endless, and you will use these, truly believe, again and again and again and again. All right, so that's the Evil Eye Protection Set, and it does come in a set. Evil Eye is a word in itself, or two words obviously, but you know, one art foamy, and then protection, and then you have the 6 eyeballs. Okay, so super, super, super great. Then this is hilarious too. Another little story. I was working with them just yesterday or day before. Now I can't remember because all the days do blend together. But recent, very recent. I was taking the pictures and getting everything ready, and Maxie Moon was here with me, and I said, you know, I know it's really late in the game, and Willa doesn't even know about this yet, but I would love to do a small, tiny set because it's just going to be amazing. And this does come as a set of 5. Here they are. And you can see the differential between the sizes. But I do love having the 2 sizes of like these. Just makes it so much more versatile. And then, of course, I know so many of you do love smaller stamps, and also, you know, lots of card makers and things like that. So I'm thinking of you, even though, again, I also love the larger sizes for card making and, of course, journaling, larger canvases, and the like. Okay. So that is, oh, we have one more, and it's a saying, because I would love to wrangle some more sayings out of Willa's fine artsy hands, because her lettering is TDF, and that's to die for. And here's the saying that she did for this collection, and it's all you ever have to do is the one next right thing. So you can see, and it's a really nice size for journals, cards, whatever. And it's about 3.5 by about 2 1/4. Yes, Phyllis. Believe me, you and Megan were one of the ones that I thought of. And yes, Maxie thought it was such a good idea. She just ran right over and did it, and she wasn't even upset. Anyway, so that is the entire collection. I do want to share with you the samples, and of course, I hope that you will run right over, not right now, but as soon as we're done, and make sure that you, of course, are already following Fodder School and Willow Wanders, and you can see all of her samples. And she also will be sharing lots more stuff, you know, throughout the week and things like that, as she does. But she'll be sharing more tomorrow because she was unprepared for today. I laugh, but you know, again, so happy that it worked out, because when she told me, I may have said a cuss word or two. And apologize profusely, because, you know, I've made mistakes. Yes, I have, but I don't think I've actually launched anybody on the wrong day before. All right, let me stop for a second and see these comments. I know. Willa says, oh my God, the babies. I know. I love them too. Everybody is just saying how much they love them. And Lisa, welcome. Thanks for coming. I hope I didn't miss saying hello to anybody. You know, if I did, I would never forget you or skip you on purpose. All right, let me share a couple of my samples that I have been having so much fun with. I will show you one thing here. I didn't get a chance to show you up close, but I did make an iron-on patch using one of the evil eyes and my small hand. And so, again, just wanting to, and that color is really washed out, but just wanting to show you again how versatile all those little eyes are going to be. And again, I just made a quick little iron-on and stuck it right on here. The iron-on patches are also great for, you know, card making and stuff, because you can iron it right onto your paper. All right, let me move these babies out of the way and just show you a couple things. I was working on some journal pages. Again, this is with the large heart and hand. And then the one little open, eyes wide open eyeball. The word protection, and then her, and I don't, you know what? I'm sorry, I don't know the names again. Let me look at the names so I don't get them wrong, because I was like, Maxie and I were we were like, does Willow want to name them? She's like, and I asked her, she's like, no, you name them. So we were really struggling with names. So hopefully they're not too crazy. This one, oh yes, is just circled spiral. Very original. But I love being able to use that, of course, you know, around some of the eyeballs. That I did stamp a lot of the eyes in, you know, some of the flowers like so. But, well, I forgot what I was going to say. Anyway, another journal page, just a little watercolor, super fun and fast. And I got to use pretty much all the eyes in this one. And then and this is what we're going to do for our demo, part of what we're going to do for the demo. And that is a little collage canvas. And I love the way this came out, super fast. I think, you know, fun, easy, and effective. So I really could see these actually framed, you know, matted, or maybe even in a little shadow box. So super fun. And there again, you have the protection and the eye with the eyelashes and the original flower, which is called Maud Blossom. Okay. And for this also, I did use just a little canvas panel and some of the fantastic collage paper from Collage Soup. Specifically, I need this in my life. This title, I love this one. Okay. It has a lot of I don't know, just kind of abstracty, strippy stuff that I really like. So last thing I did, and I love this too, and this was partially for, I guess, the demo, and that is to just get a piece of paper. Okay. I did turn it into sticker paper using my Express It graphics sheets. Okay. It's super sticky sticker paper, double-sided. So I was able to just stamp up a whole sheet in black ink, okay, and sit and have a lot of fun coloring it in different ways, mostly using colored pencil, a little bit of marker, I don't know, just, you know, random little mixed media. And then I stuck it on the sticker paper, and now, of course, I can cut these out. Let me just do a few. Also, as you can see, I took the liberty of writing some little words around. But the thing is that I love about that, if I don't like it, you know, if I mess something up or if I don't like it, I'll just cut it right off. I don't have to keep that on there. Yes, Reenie, these are going to be in the lineup under fodder school. She is still a fodder school teacher supreme. Right? Yeah, you know, because she teaches fodder school too, and she runs it. Well, thank you, Wendy. I take that as a compliment. So, all right. So then just, you know, have fun cutting them out. And again, if you even want to cut them larger, you know, to make them a little like a little more substance, if you need to fill in an area that's larger, you know, like for example, say I want to put one inside this flower. This has, hold on. This has like such a large opening. Maybe I want to, you know, make it much bigger so that it'll take up the whole space. Do you see what I'm saying? So you don't have to cut them, you know, right out to the outline if you want to, you know, put more mark making or coloring around it. Maybe you want to color more spirals or whatever. Just have fun with that and make stickers the size and shape that you would like. Okay. So lots of fun stickers to be had. And I think this is great. Talk about some fodder, right? You can just have a bunch of these ready to go. You could also do them maybe on some little canvas, or, you know, something a little bit thicker, or like the iron-on patches. Super fun too. You can, of course, make them even more eyeball-y shaped, whatever you want. You know the deal. All right, last one here. And again, maybe I don't want to, I'm going to cut off those words. I don't want that white outline. So change my mind on that, but that's okay. I love creating mixed media art. It's so fun because I get to change my mind so often, which is one of my favorite things to do. And then here you can see, like, I drew a little triangle around that one. So let's go ahead and cut that out that way. I'm not going to cut all these out for you. You know how to cut stuff out, but I just wanted to share with you how quick, and, you know, of course the coloring took a while. You know, the coloring, I probably colored this page, oh, maybe about an hour, you know, but if you, you know, love to color while you watch TV or, you know, whatever, you just sit and, you know, sit on the couch and color while you know, listen to YouTube or something like that. It's great. Okay, I'm cutting this one out too. Forget those words also. Anyway, and so there you have it. So I'll just keep these in a little sticker book or a little sticker tin, and have some eyeball stickers whenever I need one. And you can see here, I didn't use a sticker. I stamped right on there. So I have this stamp, which this one is called, I think this one's called something begonia, bubbly begonia. Yeah, we're like, what flower begins with a B? So bubbly begonia. So let me go ahead now. As you can see, it's going to be a little different because this one's stamped in black. This one's stamped in color. But I'm going to take, oh, which eyeball should we use for this one? Let's do, just, I'm going to do this one again. I like the way that looks, and I'm going to go ahead and I'll stamp it in black just so it'll show up a little bit better that way. Let me off stamp so it's not super dark. So as you can see, it does not, you know, it doesn't necessarily fit in there, you know, exact, but you then can manipulate that to color it sort of however, you know, you want to play around with that. And remember, a lot of that little underline can be covered up. So that's what I end up getting. And then this was the one I did on the original mod. What's it called again? Why can't I mod? Wait, hold on. I changed my password in my phone. It's probably a horrible thing to do. Mod Blossom, okay? And again, that's with the eyeball, with the eyelashes. And this is the eyeball I just stamped. That's kind of like that. Oh, you can't see. It's this one right here, which I love. I love the way it's like gazing up. So anyway, all right. Let's go ahead. I am going to pull out a little panel. And sadly, I don't have enough. This is just a regular 5x7 canvas panel, okay? I thought I had tons of 5x7 canvas panels, so I went ahead and used it, thinking I could do more. No, all my other canvas panels are 6x8. So I had to pull a couple other little, I pulled some of my gesso board. So we'll just use that, okay? It's dirty anyway, so I can cover most of that. And then I'm just going to take, and for this one, I think, as you can see, I used this collage paper here that looks just like Strip Club. Any of you remember Strip Club? It's sort of a pre-done Strip Club. And I am going to take my tear bar. Or, you know, just a metal ruler will work, okay? It doesn't, you probably don't really need a super heavy bar for this. Just want to tear it. And I'm tearing it down on purpose, okay? I want that little edge to be torn. Don't necessarily want it perfect. Not that I'd get it perfect, but you know what I mean. Tear this here. Just want a little bit of my white edge to show, okay? Oh, and I tore the other corner a little bit, which I really actually like. So we're going to plot, I'm going to put some of my PVA glue, and oh, I thought I had another scrap buddy. Oh, where did it go? Oh, there it is. Okay. Now, of course, if I wanted to, I could paint my board, you know, my canvas first. If I want a certain color to show around the edge, but I just want to leave it white. Another piece of newsprint here. And again, I want some white edge all around, so there's that. And I'm going to take another piece. Let's see. Going that way, so. Tear another little strip. No, but I want it going the opposite way. I want it going that way. So, darn it. Okay, so now I just messed up, but that's okay. I'll just tear this. I like the contrast on this one, how the stripes are going across this way, and then when the word protection, I have another little strip of it going the other way. So that's what I was trying to emulate, but doing it the opposite. Do you see what I'm doing? So this one's going horizontal, these are going vertical, and then I want this to go horizontal also. Something like that. Well, we'll see. Let me finish this part, and then I'll get my flower on there, and we'll see how it looks, okay? Because I might have to find another piece. All right, so I'm going to take my black paint marker first. Of course, it doesn't have to be black, but that's what I thought would kind of look the best. And then, as you can see, I didn't want to put a color, so I just went with my black paint marker. I want to make sure this is down really well first. I think I missed a little bit of glue there, so let's fix that up. And now I got glue all over, so I got to baby wipe it. All right. I'm going to take my black paint marker and just kind of mimic some of these lines. Make it look kind of scrubby, you know. And here I'm going to just run it all the way up. And like I said, if you wanted to paint some of these in colors, you could. That would be kind of cool too. But I don't want to. And I'm not going to. Voila. I think that looks kind of cool. Little arty. Baby wipe here and smush that a little bit. All right, and then I already finished this flower, and as you can see, I just stamped it in black on watercolor paper. I stamped in the eyeball and did a little, you know, lines around it, colored it in. And I did do some layering because I colored it in with colored pencil and then did a little gouache over the top. And of course did the What You Seek is Seeking You. around, and I do think this image in particular is really great for that, because you can do all kinds of words or quotes or doodles around that outer edge. So super fun. All right, and we'll put that, oh, this on this side. I think I want that there, or do I want it this way? Maybe I want it this way. Yeah, that's good. Okay. Again with my PVA, and this time I'm just going to use my finger. The best tool in town. Baby wipes are the close second. Oh, yes, that's awesome. Yes, I did a class many moons ago. I think it was like 2016, called Strip Club, where we sort of did that. It's not necessarily with washi tape, although we do use washi tape and make our own washi tape, but you can also just use, you know, cut strips of book pages, cut strips of your, you know, whatever, your gel prints and all that good stuff. So kind of fun. And then one thing I don't really love, well, I guess it's okay on this one, actually. I don't necessarily love that white outline that much, but it's kind of a nice differential, I guess. All right, let's go ahead and see what will work on this. I kind of like this. I think that looks good. So I think I'm just gonna do that. So yeah, you can usually find just the right little strip, you know, to add on. And again, I like it kind of going the opposite direction, because it just gives it a little more interest. And now I kind of have a really nice little complimentary set that would be so cute, you know, if it were framed or matted. So this out of the way. Stamp the words evil eye on there. And I don't know, I have to be honest, I don't know if it's going to show up really enough. I think I might want to use black gesso, just so I can get a nice dark line. So a little black gesso right on my scrap buddy. I think it'll make it show up better. And you know, I did a dangerous thing. I really should have stamped it first and then attached it, but that's okay. Yay! I did it. So there you have Evil Eye Protection. Yay, I love this set so much. Oh my gosh. I just have to say thank you to Wendy again so much for saying yes. Okay. Anyway, again, one is on canvas and this one's on gesso board. If I had my druthers, I would have used canvas for both. Yay, thank you, Catherine. All right, let's play the numbers game, shall we? For the numbers game, we are giving away, oh, thank you, Jody. Thank you so much. Do the eyes fit with the baby flower? That's a great question, Phyllis. We'll do it, okay? Today we are giving, oh, don't start without me. Do not start the numbers game yet. Okay, I'll tell you, when I say go, that's when I want you to do it, okay? Tonight we will be playing for a $20 gift card, ArtFoamies gift card. And the reason I chose that was because I knew a lot of people already ordered. So you can get what you want. I mean, I want to give away some of Wendy's stuff, but so many of you, nope, you're not supposed to start without me. I even said, nobody's listening. Okay. All right. Anyway, the person closest to the number without going over will win a $20 gift card and the demo art. Okay? So, are you ready? It looks like you are. I'm going to call out the numbers. We are going to play until 4:44. And then no more numbers, okay? Evelyn, 37. Lee, 15. Anna Lee, 10. D. Ray, 9. Ginger, 5. No, but I think they will work. We'll do it in a minute if you want to hang around. Pancake and Lulu, 25. Sharon Robinson, 24. Susan Handsome, 15. Lydia Leonard, 93. Renee, 13. Puff, 4. Kat, 13. Catherine Thames, 58. Jamie Hughes, 9. Layer Cake, 13. Krabby Ubby, 14. Phyllis, 55. Sharon, 18. Patty, 80. Marianne, 44. Lisa, 61. Acme Post, 15. Bobby, 68. Ginger, 5. Elsie, 17. Krabby Abby, 13. Carrie, 16. Evelyn, 37. Karina, 77. Orange Spiral, 17. Layer Cake, 13. Don't change your numbers. If you say a number, you have to keep your original number. That's how the numbers game works. Oh, gosh. Karina, 77. Orange Spiral, 17. Layer Cake, 13. Karen, 89. Jenny Maroney, 77. Lydia, I don't think you do. Lee, 5. No changing numbers. Angela, 22. Ellen, 13. Sherry, 7. Artful Hands, 57. Bernadette, 52. Karen Matthews, 16. Becky, 73. Jody, 37. Janet Toto, 59. Wendy, 13. Kat, 13. It's okay if you have the same number. It's the first person that says the number, so it won't matter. Kim, 29. Lynn Sachs, 13. Karen, 89. Danelle, 63. Mark, 29. Pam, 16. Yvette, 33. Andrea, 32. Justy, 2. Maureen Wong, 19. Ellen, 79. Catherine, 18. Gilberto, 46. Karen, 65. Harley Chick, 7. Kristen, 69. Mark Hines, 29. Okay, let's see. Last number called was 29. No more numbers. Why not? You can use Yes Glue. You can use whatever glue that you like. I have used Yes Glue in the past. I really don't use it, to be honest, anymore. Not because I don't like it, but this is just what I mostly always use. Okay? It's okay, Krabby Abby. All right, we do have a winner. We have a winner on the nose winner. Oh, Kristen, 90. No more numbers after Kristen. Hoffman, Mid-Atlantic, 75. Okay, it's 4. Well, we did say till 4:44. It's 4:43, but it's almost 4:44. The winner. Okay, I'm going to say right now, no more numbers. We're done. Mid-Atlantic at number 75 was the last number. The winner is of a $20 gift card, and the demo art is Puffer. It was number 4. Yay, Puffer! Thank you so much for everybody for playing along. And we are going to take a moment to check out the small flowers with the eyeballs, okay? Congratulations to Puffer. Thank you all again. I love that you came, that you hang out with me, that you get makey, and that you play the numbers game. Okay, let's see here. Let me get another piece of paper, or let me, and you know what? Ooh, I have some of these eyes, right? So let's get, where's that paper with all of them on here that I shared with you? I don't know. How come I have, oh, here it is. Here it is. Here it is. Okay, so I already have them stamped, so let's go ahead and check it out. I think they'll be really cute. you know what? I'll just stamp a couple. I do think some of them will fit, if you want to know the truth. Look how cute that is. Oh my gosh. Let's see what else. Let's use this one with the eyelashes. I mean, that's pretty cute, right? And look, the way that you would, I'm not going to do this whole thing for you, but you can so easily, especially if you're working on decent enough paper, okay? Kat, thank you so much. I really appreciate you coming. I hope that you will all sign up for our newsletter over at artfoamies.com and that you will follow along all the fun that we have, okay? So, of course, here you may want to obliterate some of that, okay, just so that fits a little better, right? Look how cute that is. Kind of made a little smudge, but that's okay. You get the idea. And lots of times, you know this, I will use my art foamies as a base layer. I do not always expect to stamp the things and have them perfectly ready for art, okay? It takes some, I always say this, and all my patrons know every day I say, well, not every day, but you know, a lot. You can't fake the layers. You got to layer up, okay? So here, I sort of obliterated that, right? And then I can just take whatever. You can take your paints, you can take your colored pencils. A lot of mine that I did here is with colored pencil, okay? So you can, let me grab just a few. And let me zoom in just a bit too. I'm sorry, it was a little far away. So let me zoom in there. And you can just start putting down some color. Lots of times, you know, I kind of think as I'm working, like where my darker areas might be. Well, your darker areas on your eyeball, okay, is underneath the lid because that's a drop shadow. Okay, your eyelid casts a shadow on your eyeball. So anything that falls right underneath the lid is going to have a little bit more dark, okay? Then I'll use my white. You can also just use a little bit of white gesso on a brush. Give my little highlight there. And then, and then for coloring, I will just start, like what color do I want to do here? I'm going to do some yellows and maybe some oranges. So here I'll start with my darker, or well, it's not dark, but you know, like a medium value. This is my orange yellow. And maybe I want to pull in a little bit of darker again towards the center. So, and I could even just go over those lines if I want to. Or you can just start to burnish your color. You know, the wax, these are wax pencils. So the wax from your pencil will start to, you know, push down the tooth of the paper and kind of burnish it, get it all filled in and kind of waxy, okay? And so now I do want to get a lighter yellow. Oh, do this. Just finish it off. Could even leave a little bit of the white of the paper too if you want more of a highlight. You will see where I took my white pen. It did leave, you know, you're not going to be able to really color with the wax over it. So I'm going to make that a little more purposeful. And that will look sort of like the eyelid back, you know, behind those eyelashes, right? So, you know, just have fun with it. And then I like to do sometimes unexpected stuff. I'm going to take this big fluorescent Caran d'Ache pencil and just kind of go over the whole thing, brighten it up. Because, you know, I love my neon pink in whatever form I can get it. If it's paint, I love that. If it's pencil, I love that. So I kind of think that's fun. And then I'll take another color. I could also use my paint pen if I just want a different shade down here. I'm just going to use pencil again and go right over that. Because remember, you know, the pencil will cover, you know, cover up that ink. Burnish it down and kind of gives it just a little bit of blending. I don't know if you can see that very well, but and then I may go ahead and use my paint marker over the top to just give it, oh no, you know what, I'm gonna use white instead because that's not showing up, or some other color. I don't have the right color green to show up, so let's just do and then I did make a little oopsie right there. So this is a cool thing you can take, and I do use this a lot too. This is a clear blender. So it's basically like marker, clear marker, and you can smush your colors, and it just helps to also kind of blend, but also get some of the pencil lines out if you don't want a lot of pencil lines. And then, you know, I'll probably cut this out anyway. So there you have it. So yes, the eyeballs do work with the smalls, right? I mean, of course, it's going to be a little different, and it's going to look different proportionally, but still super cool. Anyway, thanks for asking, Phyllis, and thanks for hanging around and getting makey with me. All right, I want to say, Willa Wanders, you're a hit, of course. I thank you so much for all of our collaborating and for your friendship. It is a pleasure and an honor to work with you and your company. And yeah, I look forward to the rest of the year. I look forward to next year, all the good stuff. All right. So again, what did we make? We made these little canvases with collage. We made some stickers, a couple journal pages, patches. Oh my gosh. The fun never ends around here, folks. Anyway, I'm going to turn this camera around again. Congratulations to Puffer for winning the numbers game this week. And of course, if anybody has any other thoughts or questions, you know where to find me. And you also know where to find Willa Wanders over at Fodder School. All right. Thanks again. Happy Friday. Have a great weekend. I love you all to the moon and back. You know the deal. Stay safe, stay sane, stay makey. And I'll see you soon. Bye. Bye, Willa. Thank you for coming.